Hi, YouTubers. I'm coming to you tonight because I just simply can't sleep. I don't know. Been thinking about a lot of things, and one thing that has seemed to, I don't know, bother me the most, I guess I just have to get off my chest, is the whole Travon and Zimmerman case. Um, I don't know, I'm just really saddened by this situation. I feel like that with us living in a world where society is supposed to be considered equal, it's still simply unfair. And I guess I'm coming to you all to give you my opinion on um, some of the issues with the case. Right now, as we speak, Zimmerman is on bond or out on bond, and I just find that ridiculous because how many facts do FBI, police officers, judges, lawyers, how many facts do they need to prove that this man killed this young teenager in cold blood? I just think that with the world we're living in today that things would be differently. But in all consideration, it hasn't changed much. It still goes back to the fact that honestly, if this was in reverse, if a black man would have killed a white man with the same circumstances, this would have been a shut and closed case. It wouldn't be so much media. It wouldn't be so much who did it, how did, what was the reason, was it self-defense? They would have simply threw him in jail, and that would have been that. I know you have the followers that claim that Zimmerman was pleading self-defense and he had probable cause to shoot Travon Martin, but the fact still remains that he was the pursuer in the case. The 911 dispatcher told him, do not follow this person, do not pursue him, and Zimmerman took it upon himself to follow him. So therefore, I feel like that even if they got into an altercation to where Travon Martin was given or getting the best of him in the fight, that was his own fault. A fist fight and bringing a gun in a situation is two different scenarios. And I feel like that if you were going to put yourself in that predicament, you put yourself in that predicament to get your ass beat point blank. I mean, excuse my French. I mean, let's think about it logically. If you were on your way home at 8 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night, I can't really remember the time, but and you were minding your own business, coming back from wherever, and a car approached you or someone approached you, um, saying smart comments to you or trying to instigate something with you or got out their car and tried to, start some type of altercation with you, you're gonna handle yourself accordingly. You're gonna try to protect yourself. That's like the number one, you know, fight or flight risk. And evidently Trayvon stood there and he tried to fight for his life. And in the end it ended up costing him. It's just the fact of coming in now, people are trying to say that Zimmerman was defending himself. In all actuality, if Zimmerman just would have got in his car and drove away, like the dispatcher asked him to, Trayvon Martin would still be alive, and Zimmerman wouldn't so-called be charged with murder. It just saddens me because in my heart of heart, with everything that has been going on with this case, I've been following it from day one. I honestly feel like that they're going to give him the minimum. They're going to give him maybe manslaughter with 5 years or so and probably give him time served. And it all goes back to who he know, who's his family members, what kind of connections he got. And then it's just sad that a person is going to pretty much get away with cold-blooded murder. No one deserves to get treated that way. I guess this is just some of my emotions and some of my feelings. And like I said, it sadly deepens me that that's the way it's going to go. But it's too much situations that has occurred in this case that leads to the fact that Zimmerman may get off from this case with little to no consequences. And I feel like as us, as people as a whole, black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, all races need to come together and fight and say this is not right. Something has to be done. And we want to be considered, all Americans, brotherhood, sisterhood. We have to start standing for something or stand for nothing at all. So, with that being said, I'm gonna sign off well, Facebookers, YouTube bookers. Look, I'm getting a little sleepy. But, take that in consideration because you have to remember that could be your brother or your sister or your mother or your father. And you should want someone to fight for them just as equally. Good night, YouTubers.